Good morning, everyone. Today's our second day, and I'd like to thank all of you that are brave enough to go out in this weather. Though every now and then the rain's a little bit less than we thought, but the winds are there and it's frightening. And to go out and get there with no parking and all the problems of getting in, I appreciate those that have showed great courage and came out. I was just telling someone that it's great that we're not talking about water security here, because the Treasury Department would say, you have no problems with water anymore, it's raining. Let's stop all the programs. But now we're talking about food security, and the second day looks like a really interesting one. First one was great, it was marvelous. But today we're approaching, I think, more of a different approach. We're going to be talking about policy, law, regulation. We in the plants area, we say, it's all plants, it's all basic research. But when as we saw yesterday, here we're talking about a really complex situation where almost everything is involved. And mission that I don't want to make, but I have to make it anyway, is the plant part is at the bottom, it's important, it's basic, but the complexity here is so great, and trying to get so many different areas of it under one umbrella is unbelievable. So yesterday we talked about the plants, about Africa and the various programs, and then we saw that how difficult it was to get some of these things going. We talked about the ethics. And today we're going to more go on to the other area, and I think we're going to have a wonderful program this morning. This first speaker this morning is Harris Sherman. Harris, thank you very much for coming. Harris is the Undersecretary of Agriculture of the USA. He very generously agreed to come and share with us some of the things that he is doing and the ideas and things that are happening at the USDA with respect to the area that he's working on. And as we talked about yesterday, part of the problem is not just bringing food, but we have tremendous problems of interaction with the environment as well. And for what I understand, Harris's area, part of his work, it has to do also with the interactions of the agriculture and with the environment as well. And so he will be talking that. So Harris is not only the Undersecretary overseeing the U.S. Forestry Service and the National Research Conservation Service. He has been previously the director of the Colorado Department of Natural Resources, where he oversaw Colorado's water, energy, wildlife, parks, forestry, and state lands. That's quite a big job right there. But apparently it wasn't enough for him. So he went off to Washington, and now is overseeing not just Colorado, but the tremendous environmental agencies under the USDA. He also served as chairman of the Colorado Oil and Gas Commission, commissioner of mines, the chair of the Colorado Water Quality Control Commission, and chair of the Denver Regional Air Quality Council. He is also, when he wasn't involved in government work, he started off as a lawyer in, as I understand it, environmental law. He was one of these young Turks in the early days when, rather than just run out and protect and take care of the law, the big government, the big industries, there's a question also, well, how do you start regulating and what's the problems, the environmental problems that are coming up? And he was one of these ones that went out, I think, and was concerned of trying to bring in new regulations of that to be able to bring all these companies into cooperation, as I think was what they tried to do. It wasn't confrontational, it was, if I understand, generally the people who really want to get something done learned how to work together and get to a win-win situation. I think Harris was one of those. A number of years as a lawyer, and also dealt with American Indian law. This is quite an interesting, Colorado. We're talking about the West, not wild anymore, but certainly the West have many problems with it. I could go on. Harris has done many, many, many things, and rather than hear what he did, I want him to tell us what they're doing now, what's happening. So his talk is